Yo guys, what is good? Welcome back on the Uncle Sharma channel. Here to react to a nice, comfy in the end. It wasn't comfy in the first half, but in the end, it was very comfy. 3-0 victory against Torino. Il Toro Martinez scoring against Toro. Torino, of course, their nickname is Toro, like the bull, just like our Lautaro Martinez. And Marcus Thuram getting his fourth goal, is it, of the season in Serie A. Really, really important. And then Hakan Çalhanoğlu wrapping it up on at the end with a nice penalty. And start off with this picture, man. Look at this picture, the passion, the duo there that linked up, Dumfries and Thuram. Man, Denzel Dumfries, guys, right now. I mean, you guys know I like to make fun of Denzel a lot of times. I like to clown on him because of his style of play or whatever you want to call it. But this guy now is undeniable. Comes on first touch. I think that was literally his first touch and made the assist. And Thuram scores. And the substitutes changed the game. First half very sloppy from Inter, and the substitutes came on and changed the game. But anyway, before we get into all of that, my screenshots that are prepared as usual. Let me see who is in the house and give you guys a little shout out to the people that are in here already. Matija Jovic, of course, mod of the channel member as well. Great win. It didn't look like it would be so comfortable after the first half. Subs made instant impact. Barella with another stinker. I mean, yeah, Nicolo, Bare. I mean, I gotta pull up this tweet from friend of the channel, Saf Nerazzurro on Twitter. This is the perfect representation of our boy Barella at the moment, guys. Of course, we're gonna focus on the positives, but let's focus on an ongoing problem at the moment with this Inter team, and of course, one of our star players is continuing to struggle in this form. And today was another. I don't know, Mattia, if I would call it a stinker. But I guess we have such high standards for someone like Barella, a world-class player. He's just not living up to that tag. I don't remember one game apart from the Benfica game this season where Barella has lived up to his world-class tag this season. And today was another one of those. Got booked for nervous reaction as usual. His usual, throwing arms around and too aggressive with the way he reacts to refereeing decisions. He needs to. 25, 26 now. Like, he needs to be getting that out of his system. Not good. Debbie Kerr in the house, and of course her hubby bear is also in the house. Ian Kerr, tale of subs, awful first half, then subs made a difference in the second half. That is the perfect way to wrap up the game. Christian Potato says Sommer man of the match. Yeah, maybe. Let's talk about it in a minute. And yeah, definitely Frattesi, Augusto came on, changed the game 100%. And of course, then Zell, 7 goals in 2 games in the second half. Oh, wow, Eraso, great stat there. Shows, this Inter team. Let me actually move this a bit to the side so you guys can see. Give it a little bit. I mean, I'm still in the process of getting this room kind of, Interfied up. But for now, we'll just work with what we've got. I'm going to get some shelves up. I'm going to get, some of the Inter shirts in the back, and it will look nice. And yeah, I think that's the only way, Rico 91. I think that's the only way to that things moving forward with Barella. Like, he needs to eat bench. He needs to, not even like in a punishment way, like Frattesi, the way he came on. Frattesi looks hungry, energetic, made an impact. He wants it. He should be starting. He's simple as that. Not even a punishment to Barella. This is a big team. We got 5-6 people for that center mid position, 7 people in fact. So no one should be certain of their spot. Dumfries make a big change, 100%. Dumfries is now on. Let me double check. I think he's on 6 GA, like 6 goals and assists in total, if I am correct. Yep. Looking up the stats, Dumfries is just undeniable. 10 games, 4 assists, 2 goals. That's just for Inter, and then he's got more for the Netherlands as well. So let's wrap up. So 718 divided by 6. What's that in terms of? He's got a goal or assist every 120 minutes this season, which is fantastic. That is absolutely outstanding numbers by Denzel. And this is the Denzel that we remember from the first season. I keep saying, this is not a surprise in terms of it was more surprising what happened to Denzel last season, where you think second season in Serie A, he's gonna like get even better, but somehow he got worse. But this season now is looking like he's taking on the learnings from the first two seasons, and finally he's taking that next step. Denzel, big difference maker in the second half. Yeah, game wasn't great. Like, it wasn't great to watch. And Torino, this is how they do. I predicted a 1-1 draw, so I was completely wrong. But that's how it was panning out in the first half. One of those really frustrating, scrappy games, very physical, and that's how Torino like to play. Man for man pressing, slightly of a lower block as well with their defense today. That's how when we suffer, when teams come out and press man for man, we just don't have the guys. Well, we do, but a lot of the times, a lot of our guys don't make that 1v1 happen where they can kind of surprise the team, or someone that runs off the ball like Fratesi did in the second half. That's why. I think that in terms of that, my opinion is that Inzaghi got the lineup wrong in the beginning. In my opinion, 3 points, but he got the wrong lineup. Like Darmian, when you play against a defensive team like Torino away, like, I don't understand it. Like, Darmian offers nothing going forward, and today he offered nothing going forward. He's okay of usual, like, defensively and stuff like that, but first Darmian, but maybe he was trying to rest Dumfries, who's played a lot of minutes for Inter and for Netherlands, so fair enough. But that one was wrong. And then Di Marco as well. I think this was a game for Carlos Augusto in terms of his energy, physicality. And then, Fratesi should have started, whether it was for Mkhitaryan, whether it was for Barella. I said it should have been for Barella in the pre-game, just because, he's the only one in this team that can make those runs in behind and is able to stretch defenses, especially when you're man-for-man pressing teams like Torino. So I think Inzaghi got his lineup wrong in the second half, but then he made the subs quite early, especially for Inzaghi. By Inzaghi standards, I think 54th, 55th minute, 3 triple sub. Fratesi, Dumfries, Carlos Augusto in, and that changed the game, and it paid off. So 100%. Yeah, Goran also saying Barre needs to eat bench. Beautiful flick by Acerbi for the goal, 100%. What's up, Michael? Hope you are doing well. What's up, Moorish? And Bruce Wayne, Denzel, Maicon, thank you for the donation. But Denzel, I mean, of course, I make fun of my friend Nima, who a while back in his first season made fun. Well, didn't make fun. He was hyping up Denzel, saying Maicon vibes. He gets Maicon vibes from Denzel. I'll never go as far as that. But literally, since Inter have signed Juan Cuadrado, that's the only thing we can say right now. Cuadrado's signing has been a flop because of his injury issues. But the one thing that we gotta give credit for the Cuadrado signing is that has woken up Denzel. It's like put a fire in his belly, under his ass. It seems like it, because this guy literally is getting his, whatever little bit of Maicon he has in him to get it out, or just he's looking real good, man. He's looking real good, Denzel. And that price is hopefully going back up, and hopefully these Premier League teams are once again, hopefully looking at these performances and thinking about signing Denzel for 30-40 mil plus, because I think we can definitely get that. Time to change my pro club character with Dumfries' face. Hey, I want to see that, Paki, because sometimes I do tune into your pro club stream on YouTube. By the way, if you're like Indonesian boys, this boy here, he does streams on his YouTube channel, like gaming and FIFA and stuff. So if you're Bahasa speaker, make sure you check him out. Yeah, 100%. Zoma kept us in the game in the first half. Matteo, 100% agree. Yeah, Mike Ma, I mean, we just spoke about it. I don't know if you missed it, but there's something about Barbells, or whatever you want to call him. He's things are not looking too good at the moment. This is starting to get concerning now. It's starting to get concerning. Of course, he's got things going off the pitch at the moment. He released a statement yesterday in terms of his involvement into this betting scandal, the scommesse scandal that's currently ongoing in Italy. And he said, I'm not involved. These are complete lies. So that's good to see and hear. But at the same time, it maybe is affecting him off the pitch. But at the same time, he's been off pace the whole season until now. We're deep into the season. The players have played 10 games now between Serie A, Champions League, plus Italy games, so 12, 13 games he's played this season, and he's not really stepped up in most of those games. So it's starting to get concerning. And as we've said, I think he needs to get benched now, and maybe he needs that bit of humbling. Hope you're doing well. Ace Miggy finally get to catch a live. Forza Inter, of course. I disagree with Mattia Barella was not bad. Mickey was worse than Mkhitaryan. I mean, if we gotta in terms of bad, Mkhitaryan in the first half, good point, Noor. He lost the ball twice. That led to us conceding chance. This was the goal. Let me find the here. So Mkhitaryan actually loses the ball here. We're coming out. Mkhitaryan loses the ball to Bellanova, who actually had a pretty decent game. Torino players, not many of them had a good game. And he lost the ball twice. Sek here has a great shot on goal, had a slight deflection from Acerbi. Zoma makes a great save. And Mkhitaryan, I agree, wasn't good. But then Mkhitaryan, is almost like a diesel engine this game. It got going later and later as the game got, stretched. And in the end, he won that penalty as well with a great, great run. But I agree, in terms of first half, I would probably say Mkhitaryan was the one that I would say probably our worst player. But no, Elias, to answer your question, I'm not half Italian. I grew up in Italy, and the original R9 was the reason why I started supporting Inter. I don't know about that in terms of straight up. Obviously, we know that Barella, Brozovic were very, very close friends off the pitch. But Hakan had a good game today, in my opinion. Hakan, especially defensively, he had a great game. I don't understand where, like Barella, in terms of his decision making, he's making wrong passes. He's not making goals and assists. I don't think Brozovic, in terms of Brozovic, would get the ball to him in some situations. Okay, but Barella he's not even creating even those chances where he's saying like, oh yeah, Lautaro missed the goal or Thuram missed the goal. Like he's not even creating the chances that we saw him create in the past. So I disagree that Hakan actually has been playing very well in that role this season. I have barely missed Brozovic at all this season. I think Hakan's been very, very good. He's been very consistent as well. And yes, Mattia, thank you for reminding the people. As always, guys, come on. There's 57 people right now. I appreciate you all in here, but please just leave a thumbs up. It helps with the YouTube algorithm, helps other people find the channel, and all that good stuff. So appreciate that, Mattia, always reminding the people. Yeah, it might be Matteo. Yeah, I remember people that have been watching the channel for a while that know my history with the 1-1 draws, and then it turns out that Inter end up getting a good result. It happened like towards the end of last season when we were on a really good run. So yeah, maybe Matteo might have to bring those back, these predictions of 1-1, and then Inter win, hopefully. But Di Marco needs to be benched. Yeah, I agree. Even Di Marco as well. He's looking a bit flat at the moment. Nutmeg of the week. Oh yeah, Dumfries nutmeg that Sazonov guy when he came on. And then he tried to win a penalty with a dive. But yeah, might have to pull that one back, Indra. Very, very good. Too much football, falsely accused. Maybe his head's a bit off. Yeah, that's the only reason I can give him for right now, Debbie. But at the same time, as I said, like, his form has been off for a little while now, to be honest. So I don't know. Today we can give him that. Today's match, we can definitely give him that. We have a bright future with the likes of Fratesi, Augusto, Thuram. Yes, I agree. Language stores. It's up to Inzaghi now to kind of give that bit more space to Fratesi and Augusto specifically, and integrate them more and more into the starting 11, to be honest. How did Dumfries turn from meme to this? I mean, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Dumfries was a bit of a meme at the beginning in terms of, he had a bit of a difficult start to life in Serie A Inter. But then that first season, he was actually quite good. I think he finished with like 5 goals, 6 assists, something like quite impressive first season. And then, last season he turned into a massive meme for like pretty much the whole season. And now this season he's, gone back to the even higher levels of that first season. I really think Barella needs a rest. Yeah, but that's what we also, I mentioned that in my pre-show, I think you were there. I thought that this season, like, because Barella has had that rest this summer, because every summer he's had either with Italy into COVID season. I agree, lots of 5 years, and he's fatigue starting to show. I agree, family man, he's got what, 3 or 4 kids, which I mean, I'm sure you know how hard it must be to raise that many kids. But he actually did have a proper rest this summer, so I thought this summer, of all the other summers, and coming into the preseason, I thought this would be the year where he's looking the most fresh and ready to go. So I'm not really willing to give him, like in general, yeah, like especially how much football in general footballers have to play these days. But this summer he actually did get the rest. But I think he's just, and it happens, like, I mean, Ian, you as a guy who's watched Inter for a long time, you'll know, like, there was times with Stankovic, there was a few seasons before Mourinho came, like there was murmurs and like rumors, Stankovic was starting to like dip, and then Mourinho came and he kind of improved. Like, it happens even with these top players. You see, like, they go through patches of bad form or bad seasons, even sometimes. Of course, like I can think back to Milito after his amazing season. Of course, he had some injuries as well, but like there was seasons later on, obviously age as well, decline. But you know that these are world class quality players, but they're just not having good seasons. You know, it happens, like I can think of like what Fernando Torres when he went from Liverpool to Chelsea. I remember he was like to look a shadow of a player. Like you can have some like off season sometimes, even with these top class players. So maybe I just hope he's not going to have the whole season like this, and he's just going through a bit of a patch right now. So yeah. Second star, I mean, at the moment, Inter, of course, top of the league momentarily. We're going to rely on Juve tomorrow. Calcio Ben. I'll just show the table just so it looks nice at the moment. 1 point in front of our arch rivals Milan, and 5 points in front of Juve. Of course, they both teams have to play still. Fiorentina, sneakily like right there. Napoli won today quite comfortably. So things are looking good for the second star mission, but of course, nothing way too long to go as of yet. Lautaro was around. Yeah, I mean, Lautaro, they get into good positions. I mean, Bellanova today, I was kind of impressed by some of his crosses and some of his play. As I said, if I had to pick a man of the match for Torino, was probably Per Zgus. Actually, yeah, Zgus, their centre back, was probably their man of the match, or in general the man of the match, until he got his injury. And I think that was when the game changed, to be honest. And it looks like, I hope and pray for him, but it looks like a potential ACL injury. He came up, won the ball, did a sombrero on someone, I think it was Lautaro, whoever it was, or Mkhitaryan. And then I think Hakan came and tackled him from the side. And I don't think it was a particularly dirty tackle, or I think he even got the ball, but he just landed very awkwardly onto that knee, unfortunately. And that was around 40 early on in the second half, and that I think completely changed the momentum of the game. Like Torino were looking kind of comfortable and starting to get confident. They were popping some shots from even outside of the box, and then after this, that Sadzonov guy came on to substitute, but it was just not the same. It was not the same. So I think this was really the changing point of the game for Torino and for Inter, where after Inter subs came on, they made the impact, and then Torino subs just did not make any impact at all. But yeah, you see why Lautaro never really got a chance at Inter, and Bellanova, why he wasn't redeemed. But again, I would have redeemed Bellanova for like whatever it was, 7-8 million euros. But I guess in Inter situations, you get a penny pinch about everything that goes on. Do you think Lautaro is more complete striker than Haaland? Yeah, I mean, it's not hard. I mean, Haaland isn't really a complete striker. He doesn't, his touch and hold up play. I mean, he has like on the prep, it has improved it, but I would say Lautaro is more of a technical player. He's more of a dribbler. Of course, his size helps because Haaland's like 6 foot, 6'2", 6'3". It's hard unless he was only like guys like Zlatan can be good dribblers with that size. But in terms of, if you're talking about what a football player can do, Lautaro has more to his game than Haaland. But of course, at the moment, that guy is hitting crazy numbers. But Lautaro, he's getting there in terms of numbers. It's 2023 specifically, as you said. He's he's hitting those elite numbers at the moment. He's on 11 in was it 8 games now or 9 games? Let's have a quick look. Serie A top scorers. Let's pull it up. Yeah, look at that. 9 games played, 11 goals, 1.38 goals per 90 at the moment. He's averaging 65 minutes per goal. That is absolutely crazy. And this is the thing that we've always had a problem with Lautaro, the goal conversion percentage. So he's at 24 shots, and out of those 24 shots, he's scored 11 goals, which is a crazy goal conversion percentage and shot accuracy percentage as well. Like, you know, he's, even if he's not scoring, he's getting a lot on target. Like, he's just being very, this is what we've been asking from him for years now, just being a bit more, you know, cool in front of goal, a bit more clinical. That's the word that we always say with Lautaro. Please become more clinical. And he's literally running away with the Capocannoniere, the top scorer race in Serie A. Like, he needs to have a complete fall off the face of the earth to not win this season, and that would be his first time winning it. And he does need one under his belt, in my opinion, to get, you know, that real recognition as a top striker. And I'll be very be over the moon for Lauti to get it. And yeah, I don't really see much competition outside of you know, Osimhen. By now he's injured, Osimhen, so he's not going to catch up anytime soon. Yeah, the only real competition I see is potentially Lukaku, because, you know, Roma pretty much going to rely on Lukaku to score. With Dybala behind him, I'm sure he's going to get lots of, I think he's going to hit like 17, 18 goals, in my opinion, Lukaku. But I think Lautaro will finish the season on at least 25 goals in the league, just in the league, if he continues. You know, even if he drops off a bit, I think he'll easily hit 20 plus just in the league. And that would be amazing. So yeah, we just need, you know, today he did it, Thuram, but we need few more goals from Thuram. According to BBC, so he's only got 3 and 5, which is amazing in terms of GA. He's got 8, but we just need Thuram to score a little bit more, just to, like, you know, take off the pressure of Lauti a little bit more. As I said, when we signed him, if he can get to what Dzeko scores, like, you know, 13 to 15, that's great from Thuram. And then, yeah, if he adds, you know, he's already on 5 assists. If he can finish the season on, you know, 13, 15 goals and 9, 10 assists, you know, total of 25 GA, that's amazing. This game showed that any game is a marathon, not a sprint. Exactly, Kawalchaban. You know, you can have a bad first half like we did, but it's all about, you know, especially as we said with this Inter team, the bench that we have, it's a game changer. It can be a game changer. But yeah, you know, going back to some of the screenshots, not created, not much in the first half. You know, we had this free kick from Hakan. For once, it didn't hit the wall, which is, you know, my expectation these days with Hakan. I don't really feel confident when he steps up for a direct free kick, but it didn't hit the wall, which was good. Actually, it looked like Milinkovic-Savic in goal was actually beaten by that. It was narrowly wide. Pretty good free kick from Hakan. But apart from that, there was like a half chance from Lautaro, who mishit the ball. And actually on Botmob, they actually gave that like a 0.4 XG, because it didn't look like a proper chance. But actually, if he made good contact with it, it would have been a massive chance for Lautaro, because 0.4 XG is pretty, you know, medium high for a chance to be created. So to show you which one it was it this one here? Yeah, this one here, where you can see Lautaro completely mishits it, ends up going for a goal kick, almost a corner. Sorry, almost to like the throw-in line, but he just didn't manage to connect to it. But apart from that first half, we didn't create much. It was mainly Torino, as we said, this one, the Bedembasek opportunity, great save by Zoma. And then, yeah, here, another save by Zoma in the first half on Pellegrini, who got up over Pavard. It looks like they got a decent header on target, but Zoma was there. But I'm not ready to really call him out a man of the match, Zoma. Like, I feel like these was both saves that they're nice, good saves, like both of these, but both saves that I think he should be making. But I don't. So like in terms of that, yes, he kept us in the game. But if he didn't make those saves, that would be a big discredit to him in general. The only way Lautaro drops strings is if he wears an Argentine kit. I mean, no. We've seen plenty of stinkers from Lautaro in the Inter kit, Elias. Definitely not true. It used to be kind of almost the other way around. It seemed like a few years ago, it was like for Argentina, it was absolutely on fire. Lautaro needs to be more of a threat on wide area to be more a complete forward. Yeah, true. But I think just in terms of comparing him, just the question was just to Haaland. I think he does more than Haaland on that. We went to Juve together a few years ago. Only animals. Oh God, what was the conversation about? We are never going to rely on you. Yeah. But in a title race, Mattia, you have to be there. You have to do things like this where you have to unfortunately rely on the scumbags of Juve. Mattia, so Ian is going to Juve to Turin in February. Wow. Yeah, good. Yeah, you are very brave, Ian. It's I mean, it's a nice stadium. I guess it's one of the few new stadiums in Italy, so I guess in that sense it should be nice. But yeah. And now the Curva is back at Juve as well because they were banned for a few years. And the Curva, I don't know what they call it. Is it Curva Sud for Juve? They were banned, but then now they've been reinstated, so they'll be, pretty lively there. So I'm sure it could get a bit feisty for Ian there. Yeah, Thuram's also won some assists as well. Yeah, he's really stepping up. Thuram, and here's the goal. I mean, we were speaking about it. In terms of what Denzel came on first touch of the game, and you don't need to, like we always say with Denzel, you don't like we get frustrated with him like when he doesn't take on his man, but he doesn't always need to take on his man. But it's just his decision making at times is so annoying and like just very low footballing IQ at times. But here, I mean, if he didn't make that pass, it would have been like screaming. But he made the right decision here to just pull it back towards Thuram. And it wasn't actually a great finish by Thuram. He kind of scuffed it and it went through like Tamaze's legs. I think he might even got a little slight nick, like a little deflection. But, in the end, it doesn't really matter how he scored or, how stylistically good it was. It was just, that was the crucial goal of this game. Because if he didn't score this one, it could have been one of those games where it ended up being 0-0. But yeah, great by Denzel, great by Thuram. Really crucial goal. That's a big contribution. That is not one of those contribution at 3-0. That's the 1-0 opening goal is a massive contribution. This is probably a game between the tallest. Yeah, very spot on, Christian. And we saw that with Sommer as well. And right at the end, if you guys saw, there was that free kick where Sommer comes out, tries to palm it, and completely he gets like a slight touch to it, but a normal height goalkeeper, because Sommer is definitely below average in terms of height for goalkeepers. Any decent height goalkeeper gets a proper hand to that, but Sommer, only gets a little fingertip to it, and it goes to that Sazonov guy that luckily doesn't direct it on goal, because at that point I think it was 2-0, and it could have been 2-1. It could have been shaky towards the end. But yeah, you do see little moments where Sommer's height does affect him, and yeah, on the other side, I think Milinkovic-Savic is probably quite easily, I think he's 6'7", 6'8". He's gigantic, absolutely giant. Don't forget to like the video. Yes, Mattia once again reminding the good peoples to leave that thumbs up. Finally, some luck go our way. Sure, injury, opening goal deflected, shot, long may continue. Yeah, and also at the end as well, just as we mentioned there, that slight deflection from Sommer ended up actually helping. It didn't go in. It's at San Siro. Oh, okay. It's at San Siro. Okay, that's fine then. It'll be fine then. He's gonna have a great time. I thought he was going away to you. If Pioli beats Allegri with Morantes, oh my God, I will literally come on live stream and just do this to Pioli. If he beats Allegri with Mirante as the goalkeeper, I would just bow down to Pioli and his voodoo, because I do not understand this guy, how he does it. Like, the Pioli voodoo is just completely undefeated. Elias, I guess you're new to the channel, but yeah, I live in Leicester. I don't have a favorite club in England, but for that reason, just because it's my local team here is Leicester, but now they're in the Championship in second division, unfortunately. Great result, but first half was worrying. Toughest side will punish us. Yeah, I agree. But then at the same time, second half shows, the strength in depth of this team. Almost missed it there. No worries, Eduardo. And look at that. Member for 21 months. Wow. Just drop some applauses, drop some memes, and nice emojis for Eduardo in the chat, because that is great support to the channel. I really, really do appreciate that, Eduardo. And yeah, you might have to rewind the stream, Eduardo, because we talked about it. We talked about our boy Nico Bare at the beginning. About I think pretty much most of the chat said the same thing. He needs to be benched, and they are now. Things are starting to get worried. I'm sure even Anthony. I don't know if Anthony is out there watching this. I think he's at some sort of. I think he's at his own stag do. His bachelor party. So I hope he's wasted it out of his head right now. But if he watches this, I'm sure even Anthony's going to have to call out his boy. I know he's the president of Barella FC and all that good stuff, but even Barella FC is going to have to start calling out Barella at the moment. It's very, very worrying. Matthias spare bet going for that, begging for that game, just saying apartments booked. Oh, I mean, yeah, I need this year, I need to make a trip to San Siro, but I need to figure out, the wedding just broke me, in terms of financially. I have it's the first time since I've been a student where I feel like I'm really struggling financially, after the wedding. So I'm just I need a couple of months to get, a couple of salaries and recover financially. But I do need to make plans for my trip. We need to start thinking of a potential trip. But it'd be good if we're good to do some sort of link up, from the community, from the channel. That would be amazing. Zio used to love Spurs. Yeah. I mean, it was just because of Conte and drama. I don't know. Yeah, even without Conte, just Spurs. They're just what are they gonna do? I don't know anyone that actually, one of my cousins supports Spurs. He's from London, but I don't have any rivalry with them. They're just likable club. They usually play some nice football. Under Ange now, they're just. I like Kulusevski. I like Udoji. I like Vicario. They have a nice team. I don't mind them. I don't mind Spurs, but I definitely don't support them. I'm doing my voodoo against Pioli, getting 3 players for Milan football. I mean, I've got Tomori and Adli in my fantasy team, so there's that. Anyone know what happened to the end of the game? What plays both teams for a player on the floor? I didn't see that, Pavel, because I start doing my preparation for the stream, so I don't really know. Maybe it was Tameze. Tameze would look like he was struggling with an injury, or maybe they're looking at Zgouz, who's looks like it might be an ACL injury, unfortunately. Roger Deeb again. I just answered that question a few minutes ago in the stream, but yeah, I grew up in Italy. First 12 years of my life, and then R9, Baggio, Vieri, all those players in the early late 90s, made me support Inter. Hope you make enough marriage power with this guy and his marriage points joke. He's going to be running that, just like those Correa jokes he used to run, Eduardo. He's going to rinse a joke right the whole season now. So his marriage points joke is going to be running throughout the season. But yeah, so we're playing. Oh, no, actually, tomorrow it might be a struggle. Not even marriage points. My grandma, I have to take her to the airport tomorrow after work. So, because we're playing Tuesday, so I'm going to struggle. But I'll see. I'll try my best as usual, but I can't make promises. I want to see Bisek coming in early today. I mean, really, not really a game for Bisek today. You at 0-0, I mean, I know again, it's that thing, we want to see these young players play, and Inzaghi doesn't play them, but you just gotta just accept it early, Paki. You're not gonna see Bisek. He needs to be loaned out or something. He's not gonna get minutes. I mean, you see today Pavard was subbed out. Darmian, as much as we love him, okay, yeah, no, he's Mr. Reliable and everything, but Inzaghi's got to get over this now. In a game, there's no reason to sub out Pavard at the 57th minute. And Darmian actually had a bit of a shaky moment where he was beaten by Lazaro 1v1, But luckily, Lautaro completely flucked his lines when he got into that crossing position. But there's really no reason to be subbing out Pavard now. Like, you need to give Pavard 19 full minutes and stuff. And Darmian is a right wing back as well. Like, it's just, isn't it? Like, he did nothing going forward. Well, let's have a look at quickly Darmian's stats. 82 pass percentage, no successful dribbles, just not much, didn't win much of his ground duels according to this. Like, what, did he even do any crosses? Like, yeah, he's steady Eddie. But Darmian, I'm happy with him playing. Like, we're playing Milan, Napoli, and we need someone to, maybe double up on that side for Kvara or Leao. Then it makes sense to start him as a right wing back. But aside from that, it really doesn't make sense to me. Hopefully we can come out and do the business early against Salzburg and rest some players for Roma. Yeah, I agree. Salzburg, you need to just do a bit of rotation. I think we're at home as well. Are we away or at home? So yeah, we're at home. A little bit of rotation, one or two players, get the job done, get the 3 points, and then rest some players for Roma. But of course, it's the Champions League at the same time. And Salzburg beat Benfica away. So let's not underestimate Salzburg for sure. At the end, players look worried, and the player was down, couldn't see who it was. Turns out, it was Vlasic. Okay. I mean, that shows how much effort probably Torino put in this game, guys. Like, Tameze was down, looks like cramps or some sort of injury. Jules scores, as we saw, that was a bit more unlucky. But yeah, even I saw Bellanova down at one point, and now Eduardo says Vlasic was down. Like, you could see Torino put a lot of effort into this game. They ran a lot, they pressed a lot, but in the end, Inter just had too much quality and it didn't pay off. A lot of my colleagues in UK grew up as Spurs fans. None of us like Conte going there. Mismatch for management. Yeah, it was always a mismatch, but it was always going to be very, very entertaining. Yeah, I mean, Mkhitaryan, as I said, like, stinky first half and lost some like mad balls in defense, but at his age, 34 years of age, that sprint he did in the minute 93 to win the penalty, going past some young fresh players like Ivan Ilic, big credit to Miki, and yeah, he won the penalty that then Hakan dispatched in great style. But yeah, I mean, we know Inzaghi loves Mkhitaryan, and yeah, in the end, he got a good rating from FotMob. He actually should have done better with this shot here, the one here. Like, he had a volley and he completely mishit it to the side. But apart from that, yeah, not a great match from Mkhitaryan here. 1 out of 4 long balls. What was only 82 pass percentage, which for a midfielder isn't too great. 3 clearances, 2 headed clearances, 7 defensive action, 10 recoveries. I guess this is where he's getting the good rating from. That's really good. 10 recoveries. That's massive. Lost a lot of ground duels though. But yeah, today was a bit of a shaky match for Mickey, but in the end he came through as always. Hakan given the man of the match. Yeah, let's finish up on man of the match, guys. Who was the man of the match? I know Hakan usually always gets a high rating with these apps, these football rating apps, because he completes a lot of passes and because he takes corners and free kicks. He has a lot of key passes, because even if a player heads it on, he gets a key pass for that because it's a kind of a chance created. But yeah, I thought he had a good game in the regista position. 87 pass percentage, not too great, but not bad. Took away his penalty, of course, and then 72 touches, 4 out of 5 crosses, 2 out of 3 long balls, 4 recoveries, 4 defensive actions, 7 duels won, 4 duels lost. Aerial duels 4 out of 4. So like, yeah, good performance from me, Hakan. So I would put him there. I got to shout out De Vrij, by the way. De Vrij had it is Pellegrini. He's not like, a great player, great striker, but he's physical. He's got, a bit of that, youthful exuberance about him. But De Vrij handled him quite well. Acerbi, of course, got the assist for Lautaro's goal, so we got to give him credit for that. And in general, he was pretty decent. Apart from one bad pass, I don't really remember anything bad from Acerbi. Look at that, 100% duels won on the ground and in the air. 2 recoveries. Yeah, like good performance overall. Pavard, not too much to speak about. He was decent as well. Yeah, I don't really know why he was subbed off though. Like especially if you're chasing a game, I would just keep Pavard on. Like especially he's going forward, he's more useful than Darmian in my opinion. Yeah, I know. Of course, we know with Limone why I kept him on. That reliability, experience, chemistry, but at the same time, like you gotta slowly start to change things. Oh, I didn't know Bobby Charlton has passed away. So yeah, rest in peace, Bobby Charlton. Of course, Man United legend. So thank you, Nikhil, for telling us. Indra says Zoma. Eduardo says Hakan. Mateo says Zoma. Yeah, again, I agree. Like some of the saves were important, but I don't think they were like man of the match type of saves. Like if he didn't make this save and this save, I would have been like, what the hell is going on? And then he also kind of make a middle half mistake at the end as well. But I guess yeah, he deserves a shout in my opinion. I just wouldn't give it to him. But yeah, the ride, Dumfries, in terms of let's shout out to Dumfries in terms of came on, changed the game. But Fratesi as well, who came on and changed the game. They didn't. I mean, wow, 5.9. That's really harsh on Fratesi. I think he did really well. I mean, yeah, I guess he didn't get too involved in terms of passing, but I thought in Fratesi really had a good impact into the game. He always brings on a bit of chaos, which is what you need in these types of games. Lautaro also had a good game. Thuram, no shouts for Thuram. Thuram, I thought, he broke the deadlock, and then he also almost scored a second, which was amazingly saved by the defender. Like he had a run in behind, and then they made a fake shot, and look at that, the defender's not even looking. He's just like hoping Sazonov. He just put his leg out with his back to Thuram, who went for this near post shot, almost scored. He could have had 2 goals there otherwise. So I definitely think Thuram deserves a big shout for man of the match, in my opinion. Yeah, I hope Pavard gets the full 90 minutes against Salzburg now. Hey, hope you are doing well. Yes, great win. 3 points, 3 goals, 3 very much needed points. First half, man of the match, Zoma. Second half, Hakan. Okay. I can go with that. If we went down first half, we wouldn't win. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those games where there's not a real standout one. So I'm actually like happy with any kind of shouts for man of the match. I'm happy if you guys think Zoma is man of the match. I'm happy to go with him. Seems like most people are saying more. There seems to be more shouts for Zoma than other guys. Yeah, that's Varov guy that came on. Yeah, he was a bit like he was kind of Sadzonov. Sorry, it was a bit dirty when he came on. Yeah, and it wasn't great either. Klaassen came on. We got a little. I mean, it looks like Klaassen's overtaken Sensi and Aslani in the pecking order with Inzaghi, which is interesting because Sensi is back from he's not injured now. He's fit. Sanchez didn't get any minutes, which was a little bit surprising because yes, he had Sanchez had full 290 minutes completed for Chile in the international break, but at the same time, he's not played many minutes for this season, so he shouldn't be too tired. But I guess he had the long travel at his age. I can see why maybe he was rested, but he definitely needs to start contributing and get more involved now. Alexis has not been good. I mean, Sanchez, when we signed him, the bar is was down in hell, but we said yes, we've got an upgrade on Correa, easy upgrade on Correa, but actually at the moment he's got 0 goals, 0 assists, and impact wise, Sanchez has not had much. This has been Correa levels of performance until now from Sanchez. Harry says he liked Thuram's performance tonight. Yeah, I think again that's similar to everyone. He was a bit hit and miss first half. Thuram, some bad touches, some bad hold up play, but in the second half he was much more improved. I personally, if I had to pick, and that's why I put him in the thumbnail, I would give my man of the match for Thuram for the crucial goal, stepping up with the crucial time, and then in general in the second half I thought he was really, really good. Sanchez returned very late to Milano. Yeah, no, that's why it makes sense. Yeah, I'd have thrown Sensi on a bit. That's when we were looking for that second goal. Klaassen probably right just to settle things down for the last few minutes. Yeah, it's probably more, I think, in terms of running. Yeah, you can see Klaassen is a little bit more of a, obviously a bit bigger. We know Inzaghi's in the media. We've heard of these rumors that Inzaghi wanted a more physical midfielder than Sensi to like complete the team. So Klaasen, just a bit taller, a bit more physical. It runs a bit more, intensely than Sensi. So I guess to close the match out defensively, he just put on Klaasen. But yeah, personally, I would put Sensi on. Yeah, I mean, if we can get Taremi in January, 100%, if we can land him 10, 15 million, but I really don't see that happening. I don't see Inter spending 10, 15 million. I don't think we have the budget to do that at all. I think it's one of those that we wait till the summer to try sign him on the free, and that would be a very good signing on the free. Thuram in many important runs, I agree. Wow, is it only 84? The Thuram's pace on the EFC, damn, crazy. By the way, keep a lookout on the channel for potential EAFC 24, of course, FIFA 24 as we would know it normally. Streams, I might start doing some of those, but I didn't realize that I thought I could just use my webcam on the PS5 to stream, but apparently you have to get a special PS5 webcam to really stream, so I'm gonna have to get that. But I do want to start doing that because Anthony's been doing it on Inter Worldwide, and I always play FIFA, so why not just combine the two. And Prinalin Naidu, thank you, brother. I hope your daughter is also doing very well. Was her name Saskia, I believe, right? If I remember her name correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, but thank you for joining the channel membership. Hey, Salzburg lost at home today. Thank you, Pi Balotelli, for the news. So that is good. That is good. Maybe they come into that game with a bit lower confidence. I fixed our striker problem with FM24 last night. Julian Alvarez, 15 million. How did you land with Julian Alvarez for 15 million? 15 million up front and 25 million on the never. Yeah, the Auxilio special, I guess. Well, the Auxilio special would be 0 up front, or 1 or 2 million up front. That's a pretty good deal. 40 million for Julian Alvarez. Let's do that right now. That was a big missed, opportunity. Julian Alvarez and Enzo, either one of those was a massive miss. Oh yeah, and just to close up, I mean, how nice was the kit with the blue shorts? I loved it. I really like this combo today. I think it looks nice. I think it looks clean. Yeah, really nice. And I need to actually get the kit from this year. I think I might need to get a third kit. That's the one I like the most from this year. And it looks a bit different. I think in years to come, it will be one of those that gets remembered. I guess obviously it's very different and very unique. Forza Prinolin, thank you guys. And yeah, just to finish up, just a quick look at the XG. Actually, let's have a look at the average positions on SofaScore, because that always gives a little bit of indication on how the game kind of panned out and what were the difficulties. So our average age today was 30 years of age. Again, still one of the oldest teams in Serie A in terms of average age. And yeah, you can see, very compact in the midfield. There was not much room. And Darmian, you can see, is just a little bit more, controlled compared to Di Marco, was a little bit higher. And then Torino, you can see kind of a lower block. Actually, no, that was pretty high block, actually. Yeah, it's just a lot of condensation in that midfield with their man-to-man press. They just make life really difficult. And then XG-wise, how were we looking today? 2.42 versus 0.3. Yeah, completely deserved the win in terms of chance creation. And then, yeah, it's good to see that we overperformed our XG as well, which is rare for this Inter team. Yeah, I'm sure they must be on sale somewhere. I'll have a look after this game, Culture Ben. Yeah, I mean, anyone based in the UK, if you guys want to buy kits, I've been putting my referral code in the for kit bag. So I'm on the what's it called, like the referral scheme or whatever. So if you guys if you click on that link and you buy something, after you've clicked on that link, I get like a small percentage of that. But yeah, it's usually in my description of the game, but I think I need to put it in for this video. But just heads up if you do want to support the channel in other ways like that. Second kit is the best one this season. First time with blue shorts. Yeah, it does really look really nice. It looks really nice. Lautaro Ballon d'Or. Yeah, I mean, next season, who knows if he continues like this and we make another late run. in the Champions League. The competition is not there. Like even now, like Messi looks like he's gonna win it, but it's the bar is pretty low. You have a pretty nice season, and you're there. You can do it. But yeah, thank you guys that tuned in. Atia, thank you for always being a great mod in the chat. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Of course, keep a lookout. Correa already becoming 007 in Marseille. Is he injured? I saw someone say that he might have been getting injured. That's not good. I mean, I think hopefully it just means about. It's just we just need the Marseille to get into the Champions League, because I think that's what the option to buy is related to, isn't it? And it becomes an obligation. That's what we need. Hey, Alex, this is the guy that did the new branding for the channel. That profile pic, the banner that you see now on the channel homepage. So shouts out to Alex Chanquino, and they are looking dope because he did some great work. So make sure you check him out on Instagram. I left his Instagram details in the community post I made. But yeah, thank you everyone. Maximum of likes, as Culture Ben says. Thank you, Ian, for joining, and wife, of course. Everyone that joined, I really appreciate you. Leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And yeah, as I said, I will try to make a preview for the Salzburg game tomorrow. Can't make no promises though, but should be there for the post-match reaction on Tuesday night. Ciao ragazzi, always Forza Inter. Ciao.